Well, hello, folks. Hey, welcome to Sty Times. Yeah, yeah. Reasons to go on. That's our topic tonight. Hey, I always got a good reason to go on YouTube. Yeah, you betcha. You betcha I do. I'm going to take a look over here at the chat real quick. The We got Sheba B. Hi, Lori. It's good to see you. And there's Dean Dean, the dancing machine. Awesome. Always good to see you, Dean. And there's Ingles family. That's so cool. Yeah. And there's Nemi Pun. Hello. The Nemi says, "Hello. I love these streams. I'm able to stay awake for them." That's good. Good. That's good. Hey, there's our buddy Phil. Great to see you, buddy. He's on the road watching and listening. Watch the road and listen to us, right? There you go. There you go. It's cool. And anybody over there on Facebook watching? Hello. Hello. I see D is over at Facebook. Great to see you. Thanks for being here. Um, yeah, because I live stream both Facebook and YouTube simultaneous. Um, but anyway, reasons to go on. What a topic, eh? Yeah, that one come out of the hat, and I go, oh boy, do I have a good reason to go on with that topic? the The source of this topic came from an individual that I really care about the person. I really do. But the individual is so self-destructive, actually. They they're the type of person that they find the bad in everything, in everything. Nothing is ever right to them. And they constantly are saying, I don't even have a reason to go on in life. I mean, what am I even doing here? I don't have a good reason. Um, just a second, folks, just a second. That's Sorry, folks. I was dealing with a little bit of a technical difficulty. If you hear this clunking sound, don't just ignore it, would you please? My son is home from on the road, and I like to make accommodations to him. I just heard Bean let out a yelp. His pup, Beaner, yeah, he's my buddy. Bean's my buddy, and I could hear this noise. And so I just mentioned the running water. I thought it maybe was something he's working on or something, and that I might be getting a little feedback from that noise. And he goes, "Oh, no, that's Bean. He's chewing. He gets these hoofs. These I don't know what kind of hoof, pig hoof or something. He gets these hoofs that were a snack for the dog, and he chews on those, and it can get kind of loud. It can get kind of loud." And I told him, "No, don't worry about it." And he took it away from Bean, and Bean let out a little yelp like, "No, no, my bone." So, so if you hear a little something, that's just Beaner in the background. So Nemi thought his headphones had died. No, I had muted until I could figure out what that background sound was. Yeah, she was saying, I can honestly say I've been there and I understand it because I get the same way sometimes. We're talking about reasons to go on. Hey, oh, and I want to say hello to Justin Anderson. It just came into the chat. That's great to see you. Now, that's easy to fall into that trap. Now, this individual is talking about they have the most difficult time pulling themselves out of that. And constantly saying, I got no reason to go on. I got no reason to go on. I wish this would all end. I wish it would be all over. And what really pulls them out of it is when I sit and I talk with them and I tell them, do you realize that your lack of a reason to go on, it really is a personal thing that you have to deal with? Because if you impose your reasons not to go on others constantly, it gives a lot of other people less reason to go on. It can become infectious. And I have seen that where one person that's caught in that trap of not having a good reason to go on in life have drug several with them. And if you stop and think about your responsibility to not injure other people, your reasons not to go on should not be their reason not to go on. So we have to think of that at times. We have to think of that at times is when we're down and out and we just don't see a reason to go on. We see no light at the end of the tunnel. We have to stop and ask ourselves, well, am I bringing someone with me? Because that should be an individual decision. Now, to bring someone on board to help you get off of that wagon and say, I need a reason to go on, and I need you in my life to help me do that. That's a different thing. Now you're bringing somebody on board to actually help you. And I'm all for that. I'm all for that. We share life's burdens with each other. And that gives us a good reason to go on, is knowing that somebody else is out there and willing. Oh no, Nemi, the person I'm talking about, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't. Actually, I think there's probably only a half a dozen people in my whole YouTube world that would know the individual that I'm talking about. But reasons to go on. People, like I said, it's a very easy trap to get into. I've been in it several times throughout my life where I've said, it's so bad, where I've told myself, it is so bad, I don't even want to see tomorrow. I don't even want to see tomorrow. If tomorrow is half as bad as today, I don't even want to see it. I have no reason to go on. Nothing. I have no hopes, dreams, nothing left. Nothing. So why am I even trying? Why am I even? And then I would ask myself, now wait a minute, if I'm telling myself I don't have a reason to go on, but yet I ask myself the question, why do I even try? Well, now wait a minute. If you have no reason to go on, but yet you're trying, isn't the effort of trying telling you that there must be a reason to go on? Well, of course there is. There's always a reason to go on. There's more reasons to go on than there is to give up. There always is. Now, I know if you're in that spot where you've just given up and you feel there's no reason to go on, there's times where you say, no, there's nothing. There's absolutely no reason to go on. Yes, there is. There always is. Because none of us know what the next moment will bring. We don't know what the next moment will bring. We don't know what the next day will bring. We don't know what the next month will bring. We don't know what 5 years from now may bring. And every moment every week, every month, every year is a reason to go on. Think about it. How many of you unexpectedly, totally unexpectedly, you're feeling down and out, and you're feeling life's got you in a trap, and you just, going on is just more burden than it's worth. And out of the blue, some young child that you're an acquaintance with or is a family member comes running up to you with their arms out, and they give you the biggest doggone hug. And they say, Uncle Sty, oh, I love you, Uncle Sty. So good to see you. All of a sudden, all of the reasons not to go on go away. At least for that moment. It's like, oh my gosh, I gave up 3 days ago. I was ready to give up each and every day for the last 3 days. And this little child just gave me a reason to have not given up those 3 days, just to stick it out. Because if I had actually given it up a day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, this would have never happened. I would have never felt the warmth and the love of that little child, right? You would have never experienced that. You would have never had that because you had no reason to go on. That child obviously felt that there was a reason for you to go on so that they may have that chance to encounter you again and give you that big old hug, right? Oh, wow. I have to take a moment to do a great shout out for this. That is so kind of you. Check it out, folks. Jael, the Most High. Thank you so much. Thank you. That is uplifting. That is not expected. I'd never ask on my streams because I don't expect. And that is such a blessing. Thank you. Thank you very much. So when people tell me that they don't have a reason to go on, I always try to trigger in them. Now, I have to say, Sheba B says out there, I've been in that position and actually tried to warm myself in the past because I don't think there was a reason to go on. Thank God I am not in that situation anymore. That is so, so wonderful to hear, Sheba. That's yes. Dean, you folks are being much too kind. You're being much, much too kind. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I don't, and that's why I don't ask, because I got better reasons to go on, you know. Does money do us good? Well, sure. But is it necessary for old Sty? No. My rewards are you folks and my relationship with all of you. That's my reward. That's my reward. And that gives me a reason to go on. Now I'm going to fill you in on something. Running Water, my oldest son, sitting in the other room right now. He just got home. Like I said, he drives over the road truck. He's gone for 3-4 months, sometimes at a time. And he's only home for a week. So I don't get to see him much. I was so excited because I knew he was coming home today. That had me excited. We had made some changes around home here. Well, we had plans, And I accomplished some of those while he's been gone. So he got to come home. Now he's sitting in the other room and he's relaxing and he's able to enjoy his visit home. I say visit. This is his home. He owns the home. But as excited as I was yesterday morning, little does anybody know, I had a live stream the night before. Yesterday morning, I talked to Running Water, my kid. And I told him, I said, last night live stream, I was very fortunate. I just made it through the live stream. I had been ill for over 24 hours. Very ill. I'm not going to go into the details, but I was one very sick person for over 24 hours. And I was at the point, I told Running Water, when you get home, while you're home, if I can do it, we're going through all of my wishes if something happens to me. Because I was at that point where I was going to call the doctor, and when they asked what was wrong, I was going to tell them, I believe I'm dying, and I can't give you more than that. You'll have to check me out. So here I got Running Water kind of worried, I had myself worried. I had not eaten for 2 days. I could not get food down. Anything I swallowed, even water, coffee, anything, just a sip, and I would fill with fluids and I'd throw them up. It was terrible. It was terrible. And it got to the point where I could tell it was affecting my heart. I do have a heart condition that I do have to watch. And I couldn't sleep. I had gone in a 48-hour period. I had only gotten about 2.5 hours of sleep. And in a matter of 2 days, I had lost 5 pounds. And I told him, when you get home today, we'll see how I feel. And I'm going to have to do a video and get it posted that I'm shutting down my channel till further notice, because I was that ill. And I said, I hope I can even make the video. I went to bed last night worried about how this is going to play out. And the disappointment I felt in myself, not being able to do my shows, and the disappointment I felt in, I know I'm going to disappoint my son, because I just moved here and we have big plans. We have big things to do at his home here. And if something happens to me, he's away from home most of the time. Those things will have to wait and wait and wait. So it would be a huge disappointment. I would end up being a big disappointment to certain people. So I went to bed last night thinking, well, if I'm that sick, if I can fall asleep, there's really no reason to go on. Let the world end. Let me fall asleep and just not wake up. Well, I fell asleep. I woke up this morning, and first thing on my mind was, oh, I got to get up, get a cup of coffee going. I got to get myself down to my studio, get in the studio. I got to get my stream set up for this evening. I come flying down the stairs, got my coffee going, and then the light came on. I felt good. I feel right now at 100%. I'm telling you. I'm not lying to you. Yesterday at this time, I thought last night might be my last night. Not now. I feel like I got the future ahead of me. I feel like $100 right now. I felt that way all day. It can't be food poisoning, Dean, because I eat literally the exact same diet every single day, and it's prepared by me, and the ingredients are purchased by me very pickingly. So I know it wasn't food poisoning. No, no, it's a different health condition that I have that my doctors are working on trying to figure out. But something else triggered it. Something else triggered it. But right now, I mean, to me, right now, the world's wide open. I'm excited. I'm excited. I had no excitement in me whatsoever yesterday. I had a reason not to go on yesterday. I got all the reason to go on today. If I would have truly given up last night, I could have very simply passed in my sleep if I had truly given up. But something inside me gave me a reason to make it through the night and get up this morning and look at the day as I've got things to do. I've got things to do. And something's going to put a big smile. Yeah, something's going to put that big smile on my face. And it's happened a couple times already today. And this is one of them. Being here and feeling like $1 million. So the slightest little glint of hope gives you that reason to go on. And I think as long as you allow yourself to always see that there's something in your life, it could be the tiniest thing, tiniest little glint of hope, will give you a reason to always go on, always go on. The Nemi says, you got us worried too. Don't worry about old Sty. Don't worry about old Sty. And it's like I tell people, Sty, I'm not 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old. I'm 65 years old, for crying out loud. I'm not coming out the front door of life. I'm heading out the back door of life. And I know it. And I accept it. Passing on does not scare me, does not bother me. I don't dwell on it. Passing on to me is just the next great adventure, and I'll be looking off into the horizon, what's to come. The only hard part of it, of passing on, is those I leave behind. Those I leave behind. And I sincerely believe, and I don't want to lose that belief, that even if I pass on, I'll see y'all again someday. Yeah. But I don't have a reason to pass on, right? I won't give myself a reason to not go on. So when I do go on, it won't be my choice because I've always got a reason to go on. You betcha. Hey, Timothy Parker just came into the chat. It is great to see you, Tim. Yeah, it's been a little while. Love seeing you, though. But, so, speak of the devil, reasons to go on. That topic was drawn out of the hat before I fell ill a couple days ago. So, what the heck, eh? Yeah, Nemi Pun says, 2 years ago you promised me that you will leave me your beard in your will. Yeah. Yeah. But I tell people, thank the good Lord for YouTube. And they go, yeah, YouTube, what a pain in the butt. No. But thank the good Lord for YouTube. Sty never dies. Hell, if I died 10 minutes from now, guess what? You've got almost 1,000 posts on my channel. If you haven't got enough Sty North to go back to reminisce, come on. I got a lifetime's worth of videos and live streams for people to watch. And with Sty Stories, if you haven't watched them all, Sty don't go nowhere. You can watch all those Sty Stories and you can find out everything about my whole life again. And it'd be just like I'm sitting there with you. So I ain't going nowhere ever until YouTube completely collapses and takes my channel away. So, no. There's a reason to go on. There's a reason to go on. Keep adding to that story. Keep adding to that story. Good, bad, or indifferent. It don't matter. Just add to the story. And you folks being here, you're adding to my story. All these live streams, all your comments, they're burned to YouTube for as long as it exists. And others can watch those and they can look at those chats and they're going, I wonder whatever happened to that Dean the dancing machine. 30 years from now, somebody will see one of my live streams off the channel and go, I wonder who that Dean the dancing machine was. Ain't it wonderful? We go on. We go on. There's reasons to go on. There's reasons for you to leave a comment in the chat because what it does is it helps you go on and on we go. Doggone right. When people give up and they start having death wishes, now it is a topic and I've been fortunate I haven't drawn it out of the hat. And that topic is in reference to suicide. I have a firm, solid opinion of that act. And a lot of people don't like my position on suicide. And the reason I have the position I do, and I'm not going into details about it because there's a Sty Times topic that I'll address that in. But the reason I have the position I do on suicide is because of reasons to go on. There is no reason in my mind to not go on. Pain, suffering, yeah, it's a reason to want that to come to an end. So you do everything you can to treat. To me, the reason to not go on is a symptom. It's a symptom. And you have to do whatever you can to treat the symptom. But you don't give up. You don't take away all your reasons to go on. You got every reason in the world to figure out something else to treat that symptom, to get rid of the pain, to get rid of the suffering, to get rid of the loneliness, to get rid of the anxiety. You're going to do everything in your power every day, every moment to get rid of that. There's a good reason to go on because if you succeed, just think just think if you gave up, you'd never ever see the day that you succeeded in solving your pain or solving your misery or solving your depression or anxiety. You'll never see that accomplishment because you did give up every reason to go on. You have to go on. You have to go on. It can be miserable. It can be terrible, but you have to go on. There's more reasons to go on than there is to not. So, hey, we're at the halfway point, guys. I've got to shout out another one of my great reasons to go on is my wonderful channel members. Bunch of beautiful people. And I pay close attention. They're great channels, all of them. Love them all, just like I love you guys. Takes 51 1 second. So I will see you in just a moment. Oh, during that little break, I couldn't help but look at the chat and some of the comments. And, I try to keep up with them. It's a little tough to do during one of the Sty Times, but I try to keep up. But there's a couple here that really, really stand out to me. I get a kick out of Nimmy Pun saying, hey, people watching 10, 20, 30 years from now, hope you all are okay there in the future. You betcha. And I hope they all have a nice day. Yeah. The truth. People that are watching this Sty Times down the road someday when many of us aren't present. I hope you're all doing well. I hope the future, that a good future awaited you. Yes, I do. Me Devil says, that topic hits close to home, Sty, but I'm still here, and there's a reason to go on. Right there, Me Devil, you are one of my reasons to go on. If I don't see Me Devil regularly popping in with something to say, it doesn't knock me down, but I do feel that there is a little something missing. And that's it. We should give each other a reason to go on, just to see each other again, just to say hi. It's like I said, that little kid that runs up, gives you the unexpected hug, and they tell you how much they love you or that they're so happy to see you, and you didn't see it coming. That little kid doesn't know that earlier in the day, you lost your job. You're going to lose your home because you can't afford the mortgage. You're going to lose your wife because she said, you lose your job, I'm out of here. Your whole life just collapsed this morning. And you told yourself, I haven't got a reason. Not a single reason to go on. Everything, my whole life, it's gone. And that little kid runs up and, oh, it's so good to see you. And that kid has no reason to do that other than they want you in their life. Well, it gives you a reason to go on so that you can be there for those moments. You betcha. Hey, hello, Tim from Kurt Whipper Voyager Center and Everlasting Soul. It is great to see you. Yeah. Nemi Pun saying they asked one man who had hard time, how come you don't think about suicide? He said, that's too easy. Anyone can give up and die. It takes strong people to stay up and win. I totally agree with that, except I would say instead of strong people, it would be more to me reasonable people, people that are being reasonable and not thinking about just themselves. We know, we're all YouTubers, we know how much bigger the world is than just ourselves. Everything we do, say, perform, whatever we do throughout life doesn't affect just us. And I can't stand that when someone says, when you say to them, "Oh my gosh, why'd you do that?" They go, "Wow, it only affects me." Well, no, you scared the hell out of me, so it affected me too. Yeah, but it really only affects, no, it doesn't. It affects others. Everything we do doesn't affect just you as the individual. There's only one thing you can do that does that, and it's to take your own life. Don't ever do it. Don't ever do it. The Dean's, yes, Dean, you're right. Kids will make you feel young again. They do. They do. Yeah, Tim, you're right. Friends make you go on. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Your friends and acquaintances, your family. There's a good reason to go on. There always is. Now, the point you get to when you have no reason to go on, where you have that state of mind, there's absolutely no reason to go on. Now, picture this. You have a basement under a house, let's say, and it's a deep basement, and it's got a set of stairs that goes from upstairs, where everybody goes through life, down into that deep basement. And in that basement, there's nothing. It's just a concrete floor with concrete walls. Otherwise, there's nothing. There's not even a light down in that basement. To get light in that basement, you got to have that door way at the top of the stairs open. And you find yourself down in that basement, way back to the back wall, all the way to the corner of the room, and you're sitting on the concrete. You have concrete wall on each side of you, concrete floor, and all the way across this big room is a stairway that goes up to a door, and you know there's light beyond that door, but you can't see the light. You know it's just pitch black in there, and it's cold, and you can feel the cold walls around you and the cold floor below you, and you realize, I can't get any lower or farther away from the light. This is the end. I have no reason to go on. I can't even, I know where the stairs are. They're over there, but I can't see them. So I'm not even going to try to go to those stairs. Yeah, I have no reason to go on. I'll just stay in this corner and give up. Wrong. You have a reason to go on. You know why? Because you can't go any further back or down. You're on the floor. You're against the two walls. You're the furthest away from that door you ever will be. You're at the bottom. I have no reason to go on. That is your reason to go on, because you can't go any lower. You can't. Don't give up, because any effort, the slightest effort, brings you closer to those stairs, closer to that door, closer to that light. Even if all you did was inch away from those two walls, a few inches, scurried away a little bit and sat away from them. That was hard to do because I feel so down and out. But I did it. So maybe I can scurry a few more. Just a few more. Every little effort I make I know it's getting me closer to those stairs. And then before you know it, boom, I've hit the stairs. All I have to do is climb up a couple of them. Try that. You try it, and I made it. I went up 2 stairs. And you think, if I made it up 2 stairs, maybe I can make it up 2 more. You have no reason to believe you can't. You make it up 2 more, and you trip. And you go boom, 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 down those first 4 stairs. Now you're back down at the floor, but you're not back in that corner. You're just at the bottom of the stairs. And you say to yourself, I got no reason to go on. I'll fall down. I'll fall down the stairs. I got no reason to go on. Instead, you should be saying to yourself, I made it up 4 stairs or 4 steps. Maybe I can make it up 6 before I fall down again. And if I do fall down, if I make it up 6 and I fall down, maybe I can make it to 8 the next time. You have a reason to go on because you might just go a little further. Little further to what? To the light behind that door up there. And finally, you get to that door and you crack that door open and that light starts to shine through. You're going to whip that door open and go, look at the bright light. I've got hopes, dreams. I've got a reason to go on. Look at the world. I can smell. They're fixing breakfast. I can smell the bacon frying. Life is good. But before that, you were way down in that corner. People that say, don't tell me that because I can't do that. I don't believe you. That's BS. And that's coming from someone that's been there a couple of times in his lifetime. Where literally I was in that corner, down in the basement, 100 feet from the stairs, climbing 20, 30 stairs to the top to get through that door to see the light to move on. And had to tell myself, I can't get any lower than this. It's as low as you go. It's time to give up. And then realizing, no, I don't have to give up. I don't have to. It's not going to be fun, but I can inch my way to those stairs and up those stairs and out that door and have a better outlook and start fresh. People that say no, can't, I just can't do it. I can't. It's not possible. It's not. No, I don't believe you. If you decide you're not going to make it possible, that is your choice. That doesn't mean it can't be done. It just means you're not going to do it. That's when you have no reason to go on because you have made a choice to not have a reason. You're not going to give yourself that reason to go on. Nummy pun, that is so true. One baby step is better than no step at all. Absolutely. You get to the top of the doors and the damn door is locked. Well, start getting smart. Start figuring out a way to get out that door. Locks are made to be picked and broke into. Doors are on hinges. Pull the hinge pins. Well, that's no hinge pins. Well, maybe you got to go back down those stairs and search around that basement. Maybe you'll find a hammer or a screwdriver or something you need, but you don't give up. You don't give up. And you don't know that that door's locked until you get to that door and you go, whoa, got to come up with a different plan. Got to come up with a different plan. You just never give up. Just never give up. I pray that, and I've had people in my life that have given up and made the ultimate sacrifice. And each one of them, I held that. I love them to death. And it hurt. It hurt very bad to lose them. But for the rest of my life, I held it against them for giving up. I held it against them. And actually, I've had too many people like that in my life, because it is the most selfish thing in the world, is taking the one thing away that others need, and that's you. That's you. Each and every one of you out there, each and every one of you out there would be so sorely missed if I lost one of you guys. I've had viewers that followed me for several years and then quit following me. And we would chat all the time. Chat, all the time. And then they just moved on, but never said why. And I haven't seen them. And I think about them constantly. I miss them dearly. So I go and I search just to make sure they're okay. And I find them online and they're doing okay. So I'm good with that. Whatever their reasoning for not following anymore and not staying in touch, that's fine with me, as long as I know they're okay, that they're doing okay. But they are missed sorely, because we're all important. I did it, Sty Times, on being important. Are we important? Is our jobs important? Yes, we're all important. And we all have reasons to go on. And sometimes those reasons are the most unselfish thing in the world. Sometimes those reasons are the people in our lives. I need to go on for them. That's that. If you need a reason, use somebody else as your reason. There you go. I know that person loves me and cares about me. And if I give up, it's going to hurt them. Do I really want to hurt them? Because I care about them. I really do. Do I want to hurt them? If I have to, I'll make them the reason for me to go on. And that's why old Sty keeps going on. I have so many people that say, oh, Sty, you're going to live forever. We need you. Well, that ain't going to happen. I guarantee it. But I'll stay as long as I can for you. Even if I'm miserable, I'm going to do whatever I can to be there for my friends and acquaintances and family. Because I believe we need a reason to go on. Every day, every moment, I've got a reason to go on. One reason I have to go on now this evening is after this stream and I get all my logistics done and shut down, and it's time to kick back and relax. I'm going to have me a nice cup of soup, something to go with it. Then after that, I'm going to watch Running Water playing PlayStation or whatever he's doing in there. And then I'm going to have me a big old caramel ice cream cone. So I got a reason to go on right up till the end of the evening. And because I didn't sleep for almost 2 days and felt miserable, and I managed to sleep last night, it was kind of a rough sleep, but it was sleep. I feel like I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. I can't wait. I got a reason to go on. I got a reason to look forward till tomorrow. Running Water and I are going to have some things to do tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it. Oh, Gemma, you are such a sweetheart, sweetie. There's another reason, not the 2 pounds she just gave the channel. A beautiful, wonderful person, a beautiful soul, yes. Another good reason to go on, so I can see Gemma again another day. You betcha. The Pet Beaner. Oh yeah, I'll be petting Beaner. That's for sure. The the a nice hot cup of coffee. All is good until the coffee's gone. There you go, me devil. That's it. But you know where you got that one. If you gotta, if that's what's going to give you a reason to go on, get your tail up and go get another cup. What the heck? I've done that where I've kept myself up all night because I was depressed, I was down, and I kept finding little things that would distract me and make me feel a little better. They were short lived, but then I'd find another thing and another thing. And I'd end up staying up all night. And then I'm just beat tired the rest of the day, but I try to find as much good in it as I could. And the next night, out of exhaustion, I slept like a baby. You know, and that's it. Every little thing. Where, you know, the world, life gives us a reason to go on. You know, the yeah, Gemma, yeah. She says I lurk a lot, but I love you. I love you too, girl. The oh, Nemi, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy my company. I am. I'm very glad that you do. That really helps make my day. You know, knowing that people like my company, that makes me feel good. The Yes, Sheba, I will. Yeah. Hey, running water. Lori Sheba B is saying that she's glad to see that you finally got home.
Oh yeah, it was an adventure.
Yeah, he said, yeah, it's been an adventure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. His job is about a 3 month adventure each time he heads out. Yeah, he seems like he has an idea of how his work is going to go for his 3 months, and it never plays out that way. He's always got something in the mix that, yeah, it keeps him on his toes. Yeah. And Dean says, "Sty for president." Sorry, I don't want to be the president. The Yeah, a collab in the future would be fun. Yeah. The How can I not consider you a great friend? You're a great man, Sty. I think a lot of people will agree. Oh, Nemi, Nemi. I'm just another person. I'm just another person. Um, as great as you think I am, yeah, that much and more back at you, buddy. Yeah. Um, Me Diddle says, tell running water to stop coughing. Does he not know you're streaming? They could hear you cough. That one's mine. that that's funny though. That's funny. You hear running water coughing in the other room. But
Yeah, I don't have my mute button.
yeah, he doesn't have his mute button. He says the when I say the other room, it's really not that far. He might be 14 feet from me at the most. Um, there's a big archway between me and that room that's wide open. So if you hear a little noise once in a while, that's just life. It's just life. Yep. The yeah. Nemi, he's that job. That'll wear you out. That'll wear you out. He was happy when we got him home, got him in the house. All of his packages for the last 3 months, things he's ordered off of Amazon and other places. he has shipped home, and then when he gets home, he goes through everything. And he got to come home, and there were 2 stacks of things, and plus all of his mail, nice and orderly. And he went through everything. He opened everything, went through all of his mail, and I don't think it took him an hour to go through everything. Where when he would come home before, he had things all over the place. Piles of things all over the place. His mail was maybe here, maybe there, maybe over there. Not anymore. He gets to come home and it's all organized. I keep everything organized for him. It's like I told him, I want him to come home and feel that he could just come home and plop if he wants. Just plop on the couch and just say, oh, I'm home. I'm going to relax. Yeah, I could have done an unboxing video with him opening all of his boxes. Yeah, that would have been interesting, wouldn't it? Oh, here's Running Water's typical visit home, and we're going to open boxes for an hour. Well, thank you, me Dibble. I'm glad you find me interesting. And it's just life. It's my life. I just share it, and that's why I tell others. And that's why I love these conversations with my chat. I have people ask me, how much do you interact with your audience? And I tell them as much as I possibly can, because they have so much to say. And they go, yeah, but you're the one that's supposed to be saying everything. It's your stream. Well, I have a lot to say because they have a lot to say. It goes together. I like the conversation part of it. It gives me a reason to go on. Here we go, back to the topic. Because I look forward to our conversations, and my audience tells their story over in that chat. And I love it. I love it. The world, everything from our little isolated life out a little bit, a little more, to the whole world. It's all one big story, but you're only getting a little piece of it. So the more of the story we get to hear from each other, the better, Oh, there you go, Dean. There you go. I would have never dreamt. Now, I've lived with 2 of my other children, and I did not enjoy it. And they know it. They know I didn't enjoy it. That both of those turned out to be bittersweet experiences. This situation with Running Water is a whole different thing. Whole different thing. The Running Water and I, it's amazing how much we can relate to each other, and where we don't see eye to eye on things, it doesn't even put a dent in how much we care about each other and what we do for each other. It's just water under the bridge. Who cares? We don't have to agree on everything. What we agree on is we give a shit about each other. And that's what's important. That's what's really important. Yeah, me Dibble, some people don't understand that this is a community. YouTube, and when you create a channel and you create this relationship with an audience, it becomes a community of people. It really does. Very strong. You're more than welcome, Justin. You're more than welcome. Yeah. And like I tell people, I do it so that I can hopefully entertain folks or inspire them and help them some way, put a smile on their face. But in all honesty, and I've said it before, I continue on YouTube for very selfish reasons. Very selfish reasons, because I've never made better friends than I have here. So YouTube, and my streaming is for my benefit. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. Yes, Nemi pun. Running Water and I, yeah, we World Autism Week. Would love to have you on my channel. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. I'll get a hold of you, girl. I'll get a hold of you, and we'll do some front end coordination for that. Okay. Okay. Well, hey, folks, we're at the end of the show, and again, like I said, there's always a good reason to go on, and today was another day. And the fact that it's Wednesday, tomorrow is Thursday. Well, that's around the campfire with Sty North at 7 p.m. Central Time. There's another good reason to go on in order to be able to be at the campfire tomorrow night. Hey, love y'all. I am so glad you showed up today. And we'll see y'all at the next one. Watch the end credit. You'll know what the next topic is. We'll see you then. And everybody stay safe and think of fresh reasons to go on. Bye-bye.